Today's video is going to be talking about 5 reasons why you should get your laser light combo from major brands. If this is your guys' first time here, I am Tactical O and welcome to Black Bear Tactical. Today we will be breaking down why EDC gear is important. We're going to talk about the real breakdown of it, the real decisions and real consequences of the things. Let's hop right in at 5 reasons you need to make sure that you get your laser light combo from a major brand. First thing we're going to hop into is a proven track record. When you start thinking about these major brands, they have a proven track record of being able to put out a lot of product and it being tested so many times, and also being tested by valuable customers, just not tested in their lab or tested wherever they are going to have it. And again, major brands have extensive testing, which is just really good. They're also backed up by warranties and real customer service centers that you can call and talk to about what's going on, and they can give you real customer service, not just, hey, send it back in before your 30 days are up. These things come with real 1 to 2 year warranties, and that is very, very important. Now, on to number 4. We are going to talk about battery life and power management. So a lot of times when you get things from major brands, you have, again, a proven track record of how long things last. Are things the way they say they are? So for example, if my TRL1 says this is 300 lumens, you can be sure that it is 300 lumens. You can be sure that it's going to last and it's going to have the battery life that it says it's going to have. And again, there are going to be certain weapons that have deficiencies from time to time. However, oh yeah, this is empty, by the way, but you're going to be able to be sure that you're getting something that is safe and you're not going to have to worry about it, right? So next thing we're going to talk about is you don't have to worry about any issue with electronics and, dimming and the fizzing out, and it's going to be something that you can depend on when you need it. And also, they're going to have normal batteries and charges. So most of your TRL1s have batteries in them. You do have some that have the base charging right here. You do have the ones like when you get to your solo fish that have the USB-C chargers. You do have your other ones that work by micro USB. And whereas if you get one from other places, they may have some weird charger that like just nobody has. So if something happens to it, you can't even replace the charger. So the next thing we're going to move to, number 3, is just a consistent zero. A lot of times if you get something that is cheap or is an inferior product, it does not have the holding power. It does not have the strength in its internal mechanism to have a consistent zero. So if you drop it, you may have to worry about, is this still going to work as it should? Now, in theory, if you drop anything, you have to worry about that. But when you get something that is from a major brand and a reputable dealer, you know exactly what you're walking into. You don't have to worry about that. Again, getting something from a reputable dealer means that their parts are going to work as they should. You don't have to worry about, you shooting at the range, pow, 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 and your piece just flies off. Like, you don't have to worry about that, unless you just didn't tighten it. And there's not a real need for consistent adjustment for your lights and lasers, right? So now we're going to jump off to number 2. Number 2 is the reliability when it counts. Again, major brands like Streamlight, like HoloSun, like Streamlight, like Olight, like Solo Fish, they're all built to survive. They have a brand of being able to stick on to their weapons despite the recoil, despite the drops, despite the daily sweat and heat, and working in extreme cold. And they're built to carry daily abuse. And a lot of times your cheaper, inferior products are not built to do that. So again, that's a major reason of why we should make sure that we get major brands. But the number 1 reason for all of this, because you can get some that are off brand that are really good. This Redfield, it came when I bought the pistol, this and the optic. This is a really good light. It's really bright. As you can see, it has a laser on it. It does everything that you're supposed to. I've dropped it a couple of times. I can throw it down the hall. I can make these things these fast movements, and it's still going to stay on. It's locked on pretty good. But the downfall of this on a weapon is simply, I can't put it in a holster. And that is the number one, holster compatibility, especially when you're talking about something that is an EDC. If you don't have one that is compatible, it quickly becomes for home defense and for range use. So, perfect example, when I bought this Canic, it came with this Solo Fish. It has red and, it has green and blue lasers. It's pretty cool. Oh, again, this is empty. Pretty cool lights and lasers. And again, this does not fit in the Canic holster. And if you guys know anything about Canics, when you buy them, like they come with a holster. But because that this is on it, I cannot use it for a holster. And at this point, it's been regulated for home defense and range toy. This is my favorite range toy, by the way. Whereas when we come to my Springfield XD, again, unloaded. We put the TLR 1 on here, and again, it works as it should. I can easily find a holster that fits this. It is now my everyday carry. Like, I have no problem because I have a holster that fits it. And you guys have to remember that when you get something that is from non-major brands, you have to worry about your options for your holsters. That is the biggest part and the main reason that I made this video. And also, you know, your retention can be unsafe. The fit can be somewhat inconsistent by going with cheaper and inferior brands. So it's very important that if you want something that you're going to be able to use as an EDC, it is very important to make sure you get a light that is from one of the popular guys, or at the very least, it is a clone of it. That way you don't have to worry about fitting and things of that nature. If everything else checks out, then you're good to go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I also got to flash you guys with a couple of guns. Also, this is my SIG P320, the one that I just updated. And doggone, this magazine shouldn't go for this. It needs the large, the 17 rounder, not the 15. So I was going to take this light and put on it, but then I realized I'm actually thinking about carrying this as my EDC. So what I might do is take the TLR off of this and put it on here. So that was the whole reason I made the video. I hope you guys learned something. If you guys have any questions, comment it, let me know down in the box. Also, what lights are you guys running? And are you guys having problems finding holsters for them? Let me know in the comments. I look forward to what you guys have to say. Y'all have a blessed day.